All right, so today is day 1 of my water fast. I don't really know how long I'm gonna do it this time. I'm just gonna go with the flow and ultimately probably post it up around the new year. It's November 2nd, so let's see how it goes. I'm currently just making laps around my neighborhood track and trying to burn a few of these calories. I'm feeling pretty good, so I think that's all that really matters. As soon as I finish with this, I'm probably going to end up going home and doing a little bit more research for you guys regarding intermittent fasting and water fasting, because after I finish this, I do intend on fasting in order to maintain my weight and stay healthy. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So I was watching this show called Love Island on Hulu. It was the UK version. And I don't mean to sound vain, but is it like an American thing for us to, or a Texas thing for us not to really care about our fitness and bodies? Because from what I've been seeing all over social media, I don't know if it's just social media that's, skewing my perspective on things, or if it's a reality, but it just feels like in American culture, more specifically in Texas, since that's where I am, people don't tend to really care about their appearance when they go outside. And I don't mean they just, throw on anything. It's very casual, very, very casual. And I mean, I'm very comfortable with it too, but I'm starting to wonder, do people perceive, is it really that good of a thing? Because if people perceive me to be different, are people really judging me? Even though it feels like we're in a society that doesn't really care about physical appearance per se. Man, I'm fumbling all of this. It doesn't seem to appear as though we in Houston take physical appearance as seriously as they do in places like Europe. And that kind of bothers me. I'm approaching 30. I'll be 30 very soon, and I'm in my late 20s. And I'll never get my youth back. And a part of me is wondering if what I thought most of my life, or what I felt most of my life, was wrong. And I'm really starting to look at myself in the mirror and just look at my body and my hair and the clothes that I wear, and second guess everything, because you only got one life. You only got one life, and you want to live it to your fullest potential, and I don't feel like I've been doing that. So after I finish this water fasting and I get into intermittent fasting, I do intend on building my body up and bulking up and just working on myself overall. I'm not talking about just losing weight anymore. I'm talking about changing my posture, the way I dress, changing the way I look, just overhauling everything, because I don't really feel good about myself anymore. I don't feel good about the decisions that I've made over the last 9 years. And I'm just ready for a change. Now, don't get me wrong. I know this has nothing to do with me water fasting, but this question comes to me over and over again. Like, I don't know if it has anything to do with me reaching my late 20s and it feeling like every decision that I make from now on solidifies my future in a way that once I make that decision, I can't go back, and it's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. If you're in your late 20s or you've experienced your late 20s already, let me know if you've ever felt this way. It just feels like, looking back on the last decade, I'm really just reflecting on a lot of the decisions that I made, and I'm like, did I make the right decision? How is this going to affect my future? I'm feeling really, really hopeless right now, because when I was younger, I thought that everyone had the same opportunities, and that regardless of your age, you had an opportunity to turn things around. And now that I'm reaching my 30s, I'm like, wow, that's probably not true, because it feels like this world is geared towards the young, and I don't matter. So I know a lot of people in there, not a lot of people, but a few people that are older than me told me that their 30s were their best years. But I don't know if that's going to be the truth for me. I'm hopeful that it is. But I feel like the decisions that I've made in the past, primarily with me focusing primarily on the career choices that I wanted to pursue and the lifestyle that I wanted, weren't for me. I was doing it because I believed that was what the world expected of me, and that's what everyone else aspired to do. So it had to be good, you know? And now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I don't want to work a 9 to 5. Maybe I don't want to answer to a boss that's a jerk. And maybe I want to work for myself. And when I started college, I didn't want to pick a degree that was out of the field of STEM, because I thought that if I pursued one of those, it wouldn't lead me to a job that pays well enough to provide me the lifestyle that I wanted. And now that I'm older, I'm starting to realize that that's not true. If you believe in something and it's something that you like to do and you're passionate about it, then you'll excel. You'll excel, and you can monetize on that. But if you're pursuing something that you're not passionate about, you're just wasting your time. And that's what I felt like I've done. I feel like I've wasted a lot of my time, and that led to me falling into a deep depression. And I've spent most of my 20s trying to dig my way out of that depression. And now that I'm almost out, I'm looking around and I'm like, man, I missed so much time. I've blown so much time. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And while I want to find someone to relate to, most of the people my age are going off trying to build something for themselves and start their own families. But even looking at them, most of them haven't achieved the level of success that I've expected of them. and they've settled. And I feel like I'm being forced to settle because of the decisions that I made in the past. It scares me. It scares me to death because I don't know. I don't know what my future's going to be like. And I'm in my late 20s and I don't even know I'm in my late 20s and I don't know what my future's going to be like. It is scary. It is scary. Please. And I'm not a religious dude, but sometimes I just want to pray. I want to pray that my life is what I want it to be and that it's not a complete failure. Because if I spend the rest of my life struggling, I think it's over for me. If I spend the rest of my life struggling, or if I come to the conclusion that it's going to be a struggle for the rest of my life, I don't know what I'll do. I guess all I'm trying to say is, and I want this to be a lesson or a warning to all you people that are starting off in your 20s, that life moves by fast. And when you get out of high school and you make your way to college or you enter the workforce, you think that you have all the time in the world. But one day you're going to wake up and your 20s are going to be almost over and you're going to really begin to realize that life is a lot faster. It goes by a lot faster than you think. And you need to cherish your time. You need to cherish your time because the older you get, the harder it is to turn back the clock and fix and correct your mistakes. And I know that I went on this tirade a little earlier about me feeling hopeless, but that has a lot to do with my anxiety because I feel more motivated now to turn things around because I know how precious my time is. And I made the commitment that in 2020, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to invest in me and commit to something and build something for myself. And that's actually why I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube because I didn't value my time earlier in life, in my early 20s, and I feel like I missed out on so much. I barely even documented most of my 20s, and I have nothing to look back on. I don't have a lot of I have pictures, but I just wish I documented it a lot more. And I wish that I shared my experiences and engaged with a lot more people. I've just made so many mistakes, and I want to fix them. I want to fix them so bad. So, yeah, I'm going to focus on my personal fitness and my health, my physical appearance. I'm focusing on all of that. I'm focusing on my future. This ain't a game for me. This is my life. This ain't a game. And you're getting the unfiltered version of me. I want you to know me. And even though I might not know you personally, it doesn't matter to me. I want you to join in this experience with me and share your thoughts and opinions, because I remember that before, like MySpace and Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, I felt connected. I felt like I knew people a lot better than I do now. Now it feels harder to connect with people. And I don't know if that's because I wasn't using the tools that were given to me properly, or if it's actually a reality. I'm ready to turn things around, and yeah, I'm going to let you in on it with me. So yeah, please, like, if you need someone to talk to, or you're looking to make some new friends, contact me, because I'm that guy. I'm that guy who is genuine in what I say and what I do. And I'm really looking to build like new bonds. And one more thing, like, when it comes to my photos of me between like 15 to 24, I ended up losing most of those, because I don't know if a lot of you guys remember, but back in the day when MySpace was popping, we had Photo Bucket and Flickr, and that's where we stored our photos. I went back to retrieve those photos, and I've learned that they deleted most of our pictures. And that really hurt me, because those were my memories. That was what I had to look back on, and they destroyed that. So I want, even though I don't really have much to look back on in terms of pictures, I'm going to make more of an effort now to document my life, so that when I get older, I can look back on this and see the changes that I've made and how they've affected me in the future, and how I want to look back and I want to see the changes that I've made, and I want to see watch my evolution on camera. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm about to start running a few errands and getting my week set up. I will be back tomorrow morning or afternoon with another video, and I'm just gonna talk to you guys throughout my water fasting journey, letting you guys know how I'm feeling and my experiences with the water fast, both pertaining to my mental state and the experiences that I'm having during the water fast. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and take care.